Alright, hello everyone. So today I wanted to go over my subconscious definition of trading. So I came over this concept while watching a video by Nero Knowledge, and I like his videos a lot. I have his book as well. It's very good, and I've kind of thought this myself a little bit without seeing this, and then what he was saying makes a lot of sense. So he was talking about how there's two different definitions of what you kind of desire, right? So there's my definition, for example, he used the definition of love, right? So you consciously want love, where it's like you consciously think like, oh, it's acceptance, like warmth, all of these things, but unconsciously what your definition is, it's determined by your, I actually have a notebook here. It's defined by your experiences and what you've observed and the emotionally charged emotions you felt, because emotion is the language of God actually, and that's what goes into your subconscious, right? So I this made so much sense to me of I desire this success in trading, and this is I really want to make it in trading. But now what is my subconscious definition of trading, because that's what I will actually get, right? So that's what's actually going to materialize, is what you believe in your subconscious, right? So the only things I've really experienced and observed in my own trading is a bunch of emotionally charged negative emotions, like thoughts, sorry. And this really made me think, and I've seen this myself, if I really associate trading with a bunch of negative emotions. Now, in my first video, I talked about how I felt this absolute just despair and just horrible feelings towards trading, or when I was trading. And this really made me think like I definitely unconsciously define trading as all of these things. So the success that I seek with the trading, what I'm actually getting in the material world, is what I subconsciously think. I'm not really good at, well, I just, that's actually a belief, but me saying it, but right now I don't think I'm too good at saying what I think. So I was planning on just writing this down, and then maybe, or talking about it while writing it down, but I want to get good at actually saying what I think, because I think I have such good thoughts, but I don't know how to say them out loud. And I've realized this, I talk to my brother quite a bit, and I try to explain to him a bunch of the stuff I'm thinking, a bunch of the stuff I've learned, but I just stumble, and it sounds like I'm a crazy person, because it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. But all of this stuff makes sense in my head. So this is a little bit of my goal with this whole recording the videos, is of course document it, but I also want to get good at actually uh, formulating my thoughts into sentences and stuff. So all of these videos, I'm trying to keep them unedited, just because that's going to be the progression of it. That's going to be the progression of it. And a lot of these, I don't mean to get many views on this now, at least. Hopefully, well, when I make it, hopefully people watch it. So yeah, kind of back to my unconscious or my subconscious definition of trading. From what I've experienced, I've taken so many losses in trading. I think genuinely my win rate over the past couple of years is, it's probably more in reality, but genuinely feels like 10%. I feel like every single time I enter a trade, I'm bound to lose it. And that's a big thing. I don't want to believe this. I don't believe it. Well, maybe I do subconsciously, but I'm just trying to voice everything out loud of what I think. So, excuse me. Basically, a big thing in this like manifestation is what you expect to happen will happen. So it's like, you know how you have to know that something's going to happen for it to happen? That's also like you're expecting it. So I believe that that me expecting to lose is what's causing me to lose. And obviously it's not like my expectation is going to move the market, but it's this, because I've thought about this, right? Is I want to manifest. I don't like that word either. A lot of these videos I watch, they don't like the word either, but it's kind of just how to say, like, how to bring your desire into reality, right? So I'm not thinking like, oh, the way I think is going to move the whole market, but I think the way I think is going to lead, it's like the intuition leads to mental nudges, leads to actions. There's more to it, but that's in actually outsmarting reality by neural knowledge. And um, I think the way that I think about stuff is going to change the actions I actually take in the market, and that's going to win me the trades. So with me having this expectation and these such, this was a big thing, is when he said that it's like the emotionally charged thoughts that kind of really seep into your subconscious. I thought, wow, my most emotionally charged thoughts with this trading have just been so negative, and it's been extremely emotionally charged, where I really think I feel like almost the extreme. Obviously it's like, it's relative, where I'm not in like a war-torn country where I'm just like trying to fight for survival, but I from what I've experienced relative, I feel that this is the extreme of the despair. So I've had such strongly emotionally charged thoughts with this stuff, and such negatively emotionally charged thoughts, that I really believe that now what he was saying makes complete sense. Of my subconscious definition of trading has been so associated to these negative thoughts, as now I associate trading with losing, with this despair, with fear, anxiety, all of this stuff. And this is going to be unedited, sorry guys, but and since that's really the only thing I've experienced, or at least the most emotionally charged experiences, is that's what's really seeped in. Because obviously I've won, and I've won big, although I've never consistently won. I really think that the feelings I've had of losing have been so much stronger than the ones I've had of winning, and that's what's really seeped in, and now that's my definition of it. And maybe he did talk about it, but I didn't really understand. But I'm trying to figure out now how to reverse engineer that, where how do I make it so my definition and my belief is that it's not hard, that I'm not expecting to lose, I'm expecting to win. And that's what this is what this whole documentary is about, is how I'm going to figure out how to actually succeed in this stuff. And my definition is going to be completely different. So I just want to go, again, I have my notebook here. I want to maybe write down what I have. So I have my unconscious definition of trading, or I should have wrote subconscious, but my experienced and observed and the emotionally charged. So what I've really experienced this just despair and fear and just anxiety when I'm in these trades. And I feel that even now, as much as I'm conscious of this, I still feel it in the markets. Every time, like for example, today I'll do my trade recap, which is also, sorry guys, it's going to be a really a trade recap. Like I was expecting to kind of do it like the guys I've seen, but it's going to be pretty bad. But I promise you, it will get so good, and it will be the best out of any of them. Maybe not technically, but just my thought process through the whole thing will be so fire, I promise you. But yeah, since I've had these super emotionally charged thoughts and these emotions that I felt, that's what I associate trading to now. And I'm trying to think now, like I'm live trying to think about how to think about this differently, but maybe it's I have to positively think about this. I have to feel positive, emotionally charged thoughts with this, because then that's what my subconscious definition of trading will be. And I actually recently I this is the thing is I've lost so many times. Even now I just keep losing. And I think a big issue I have with my trading is my confidence. Is I'm so hesitant to jump into trades, because a big thing I had before was I tried to anticipate it, so I would just go and I would enter these trades off like, oh, yeah, I bet this is gonna work, and then it never worked. So I kind of went to the, so that was one extreme of, oh, I think this is gonna happen, so I'm gonna jump in, and it's like overconfident almost. Now the other side now is nice bracelet, yeah. The other side is now I just think of the negative of every trade. So I'm just like, oh, this trade, yeah, on everything on paper, or from what my strategy is of what I think, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna work, but I feel like it's not gonna work because of this little thing, and then it ends up working. And then I see that a couple times in the market, and then I'm like, okay, screw it. Next time, well, not screw it, but next time it shows up, I'm not gonna hesitate. I'm gonna be confident. I'm gonna enter it, and then I lose it. So I have to figure out when I'm actually is that okay? I'll fix it. Where's the camera? Anyway, so I have to get better with that confidence, and I think that once I do start, and what I was just about to say is, once I do start winning, I'll have those positive emotions. But the thing is it's not the external that's going to change the internal, but it's the internal that's going to change the external. So this is another thing, is I think that what's going on in my trading is what's happening in my mind, right? So I'm not getting these negative feelings off of the trading. It's this trading is reflecting my negative emotions, or my negative, I don't know what to call it, but my negative frequency. I'll use frequency, bang. So my frequency is reflecting, or my subconscious is reflecting onto the charts. And that's why when I first got into this, I didn't know any of this stuff. Like, I didn't think about any of this stuff, but this makes so much sense to me. And that's why I'm so into this. Like, it's deeper than that, because it can't just be the markets. I can't just be like, I can't be successful off IFVGs, bro. It's a whole mental thing. And I really think that's how you take it to the next level of, when I do figure this out, we're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. So I'm kind of rambling now, but my subconscious definition, well, I'll conclude this now. So my subconscious definition, and what I have been materializing with this trading of, I consciously say I desire success in trading, or just, yeah, my trading, and I say, okay, I want to win, I want this, but what my subconscious is thinking trading is that despair, that anxiety, that fear, that loss and just disappointment. So I'm really going to work on, and you know what, that's another belief of that. It's hard, but I switched it now. Bang, I switched it now. And now I believe that trading is easy. The trades come easy to me. I'm confident in these trades. I'm winning. And once I expect to win, and I truly expect to win. Because recently I've been saying like, okay, this is gonna go up. I expect to win. I still feel those emotions, those negative emotions, and I guess in my subconscious I know that's not gonna work, and then it doesn't work because that's what I think. But yeah, now I just wanted to get this video out of I'm going to change, or I have changed my subconscious definition of trading, and success is, and I am successful. I was going to say success is coming, but I am successful now because I've changed my subconscious definition of it, and my frequency is different now. So yeah, I'm going to do a trade recap. I'm going to add that to the end. Took a loss today. I'm keeping this mindset of this is just progress, and of course I had to lose my first trade on the channel, but I'm showing everything. I'm going to show everything, and having this too, I'm keeping a journal now of my trading journal. That's a big thing I also didn't do for a long time. I didn't journal, and now I'm tracking everything, so there's no way I lose. But yeah, we'll jump into the trade recap. Okay, so took a slight loss today, but it's fine. I wanted to just go over my thought process a little bit. Basically, trading at all-time highs, so I was looking for longs again here. Market open, we manipulated down, which we've done for the past few days, and then we expand up. So I wanted to catch a move there. Once I saw we got here, I was expecting a retrace back to maybe the 50% level. So I drew out from this significant low all the way to the top here. And on the 5-minute time frame, there was a fair value gap here. And what I'm looking for is just a retrace into the consequent, not the consequent, into equilibrium, that's what it's called, of the range. And for it to tap into, so as you can see here, we tapped into the 50% here and into that fair value gap. So all I'm looking for there is a confirmation, which I've been using the IFEGs. So here, I'll move this, holy smokes. Yeah, as you can see here, we made this 1-minute fair value gap on the way down, retrace into the 50% into that 5-minute fair value gap, and then we inverse this. So I took the trade off of the inverse, and I was looking for all-time highs again, honestly, since we did move up quite a bit. And off the jump, we just went straight into chop, and I've been getting caught in chop quite a bit recently, and I do have to fix that. And a big issue I've had recently with my trading is I've really hesitated to take setups which ended up working, and then I take another setup thinking, okay, I'm gonna stop hesitating, and then I lose those. So it's been pretty hard to actually hop into trades. It's been pretty hard on my confidence, but I really think when I backtest more and get more confidence in this, because I do see the move a lot of the time, and then I just miss it, and then I kind of go for something else that I think, oh, this could be another move, and then it loses. So as you can see here, it didn't work out. We dumped all the way back down. So I tried to catch a continuation, but it just reversed. So another L today, a little $110 loss. I went in with 2 micros. I've been sizing decently light because I have a 25K eval. And yeah, not really much to say here. I'll get better at these once I know what I'm talking about a bit more. Well, that's not true. I know what I'm talking about, but yeah, man, all good.